Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum, my dear students. How are you? I hope you are enjoying the best of health. I welcome you in my class, that is English for grade 3. We are learning Unit 9. Its title is Good Behavior. My dear fellow teachers, this lesson plan, PowerPoint presentation and worksheet links are given. You may click it, download it, follow it as it is or modify it for your convenience. I'm going to deliver my lecture according to this lesson plan. Yes, my dear children, today under the title of grammar, we are going to learn about number of noun, that is singular and plural, and WH questions. Before this, we have already studied about number of nouns. I hope you remember the concept, and we also have learnt about WH question words. So these concepts are going to help us to identify and change the number of nouns by adding IES and ES after words ending. Recognize the function of simple WH form used in question words. Identify and use question words who, whose, which, where, etc. These are our today's SLOs. Let's start with the name of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah mentions in Quran, Surah Al-Baqarah, verse 82, but they who believe and do righteous deeds, those are the companions of paradise. They will abide therein forever. Yes, my dear children, what this beautiful verse is telling us. Beta, this verse is telling us the people who believe in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and who do good deeds, they will reach to paradise, inshallah, and they will live there forever. That's why, beta, we should try to do good deeds all the time. Because we want to reach to paradise, we want to reach to Jannah, inshallah. Now, my dear children, look at these words. Deeds, companions, right? These are, what type of nouns they are? Deeds and companions, they are plural, right? They are telling us it's more than one. We have learned how to recognize because S is there. How do we make plural nouns? Remember, do you remember all the concepts? So first you tell me, what are plural nouns? And list WH form used in question words. So how many WH words you know? Tell to your teacher. Pause the video, answer these questions, and then come back. Yes, my dear students, have you answered what are plural nouns? Okay, so let's revise the concept. Noun refers to person, place, or thing, and when this noun refers to one person, one place, or one thing, it is singular, and if it is more than one, it is plural noun. If this noun refers to one person, it is singular, but if it is more than one, it is plural. So what is plural noun? When a noun refers to more than one person, place, or thing, right? When it refers to one place, it's singular. When it refers to more than one, it's plural. When it refers to one, it's singular. And when it refers to more than one, it's plural. Remember? And then we learned how to write. This is how in pictures I'm telling. But if I want to write it, what do? The first rule we learned for writing singular to plural, what was that? We write the noun, and for its plural, when it's more than one, we just add S to make it plural. Book, singular. Books, plural. Remember? Okay. So the next concept which we already have learned and we are going to revise today is, look at the last letter of noun. If it is S, O, Z, S, H, C, H, X, or double S. If you find last letter like this, how to make it plural? We add ES. For example, look at this word bus, because S is at the end of noun. To make its plural, what we'll do? We'll add ES and its plural will be buses. Remember? Okay, let's find more example. Bus, singular noun, and its plural will be buses, more than one. We add ES. The next example is potato. Now it's ending on O. So how to make it plural? We add es. Potatoes, right? Brush, brushes. Watch, watches. And box, boxes. This we have already practiced. So how do we find? We look at the last letter of the noun, and if it is from the list, we add es to make it plural, right? And the third rule to make a plural noun from a singular is we look at the last letter. If it is Y, there can be two situations. Before Y, if you find a vowel letter, A, E, I, O, U, to make it plural, we just add S. For example, look at this word key. Before Y, there is E, it's a vowel, so we add S and it becomes keys. It's the plural. But before Y, if you find a consonant, what do? We have learned the rule. We remove this Y and we replace it Y with IES. Sky, skies, right? So let's see the next example. Baby. It's ending on Y, but before Y, is there any vowel letter? Means, is there A, E, I, O, U? No, it means it's consonant, and to make it plural, what do? We replace this Y with IES. Baby, singular, babies, plural, right? Lady, how to make it plural? By replacing this Y with IS, ladies, right? Excuse me. Now let's practice this concept for an activity. What we are going to do? Teacher will divide class in groups and teacher will distribute cards which already she has prepared with 10 singular nouns. When the teacher calls out singular nouns, students need to come up with its plural noun before crossing it off. Okay, so they will cross it off, but before that they will tell its plural, and group with 3 plural nouns in a row wins this activity. Pause the video, enjoy the activity, and then come back. Yes, my dear children, are you done with it? Good job. Now it's time to practice it from your book. So what you have to do, you have to add S, E, S, or I, E, S with these words. So it's a mixed type of noun given to you. You have to find out how to make it plural and then write it plural. So pause the video, complete this task in your notebooks. And yes, my job. Now it's time for the next concept. I ask you make a list of WH question words. What do you know about them? They are what, who, where, why, when, whose, which. So when do we use which question word? Few we have discussed, so let's revise. We use what when we want to inquire about something. What is this? What is your name? Right? And we use who when we want to inquire about someone, a person, when we want to ask about a person. Who is your brother? Who did this? Right? We use where when we want to inquire about place. Where are you going? Where is my book? Right? And we use why when we want to ask or inquire about the reason. Why is the boy shouting? So what is the reason for boy to shout? Right? Why are you smiling? Why are you smiling? I'm happy. All right. So beta, when we want to ask or inquire about the reason, we use question word why. We use when we want to ask about time. When will you reach Lahore? When are you going to park? Means by what time you are leaving or you are going to park. Okay? All right. So the next question word is whose. Whose. We use this question word when we want to ask who is the owner of something. When we want to ask who is the owner of this. Whose car is this? Means this is a car and who is the owner of the car? So when we want to know about the owner, we use whose. Whose car is this? Whose shoes are these? So who is the owner of these shoes? Right? Okay. And we use this question word when we want to ask about specific information. Means there are many things and we want to ask about the specific one. Which is your bag? There are many bags, so I want to know which one is yours. Which is your bag? And which place did you visit on Sunday? There are many options. So where did you go? Which place did you visit, right? So which refers to a specific place, a specific thing from many. When there are many options, decide which one. All right, do you understand? Few of the question words we have already practiced, so we'll practice today. So let's practice it from your book. All of you open your book and fill in the blanks with the given words. Use appropriate question. Now, better you will read this statement and find out which question words goes with it. So you want to get any clarity, raise your hand, talk to your teacher, and teachers kindly guide the children to tell them answer. Right, so pause the video, complete this task in your book, and then come back. Yes, my dear children, are you done with it? Good job. Now it's identify and write the singular nouns on page number 72 and also write your plurals in your notebook. So from your story, you will first find out the singular nouns and then you will write their plurals in your notebook. This is your homework and here's a worksheet, my dear fellow teachers. This worksheet, PowerPoint presentation will be given down. What are you going to do? Here are nouns, we have to write the plurals. We learn to identify and change the number of nouns by adding IES and ES after words ending. And we also recognize the function of simple WH form used in question words, identify and use question words, who, whose, which, where, etc. Are we done with it? Yes. So that's it for today. Tomorrow I'll come again with a very interesting lesson. Till that time, keep learning and take very good care of yourself. Thank you and Allah Hafiz.